Some of you remember a discovery that was made from a Native American grape. This is the true Native American grape that, the Europeans, when they came over, they brought their grapes, and their grapes are much more prolific today because they have smaller seeds, they have thinner skins, and so their grapes are what we grow primarily now because they're so easy to juice. And so if you go to the grocery store today, or if you go and buy wine, most of the produce and the wines that we produce today are European varieties because they are easier to process. They're higher in sugar. And so we've kind of gravitated that way. But what was discovered is that there is a Native American grape that kind of got forgotten, kind of got pushed aside because it has thick skins and large bitter seeds, much harder to process than the European varieties. And that's called a Muscadine. It looks like Muscadine, the word does, but it's pronounced Muscadine, supposedly. But the Muscadines grow natively in the southeastern United States, where it's higher temperatures, where you've got a lot more humidity, and they thrive in that environment. They thrive in that environment, which is surprising. None of the other grapes, none of the European grapes do, but they do because of that thick skin and those large seeds. They have their own built-in immune system. They fight off the mildews and the fungus and the viruses and the bacterias. They fight those things off. And they actually produce little scars on the outside as they're fighting off. They fight off the pests. They have this immune system built into them, extra chromosomes, and so they thrive in that environment. Whereas you put them in another environment, they don't do as well because they become extremely powerful when they are attacked. And so they were just kind of growing wild in the forests of the southeastern United States until there were some anecdotal results, people having amazing health results by just picking them, making some poultices out of them and things like that. And so finally, a billionaire who was healed of a tragic disease, he was healed of this because of these anecdotal treatments of Muscadine. He said, we got to figure out what that is. So he invested millions and millions of dollars at Wake Forest University, where they started to research this amazing fruit. And as a result of it, it's now the state fruit of North Carolina. The Muscadine has been shown to be the most powerful, potent antioxidant in the world. It is the most powerful superfruit that we know of. And so we have the seeds and the skins, which is where all the nutrition is on that grape. We have them dried, freeze-dried, and in a powdered capsule. So we can take these Muscadine grapes on a daily basis. We don't have to wait until September, October when they're harvested, and we can have them all year round. You can take them just swallowing the capsules. You can open them up in a hot water for a tea. They're a wonderful, wonderful source of phytonutrients, chemicals. And what they're finding in the studies, they're researching its effects of fighting off free radical damage, which leads to cancer. They're seeing the benefits of fighting off heart disease. It increases blood flow and circulation. The studies that you can go see them, they're on the website at Wake Forest University and other universities now that have jumped on the bandwagon to study what's the benefits of consuming the Muscadine grape, particularly the seeds and the skins where all the nutrition is. So we have that in the capsule.